Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making chocolate caramel s'more bars. This nostalgic treat has the addition of chocolate marshmallow fluff along with salted caramel dark chocolate bars. And these are naturally eggless, and so they are so much better than the originals. Let me show you how to make them. So first we're going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees. Next we're going to add 113 grams of softened butter to a stand mixer. Next, we're going to add 170 grams of light brown sugar. Next, we're adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we're going to mix this on low until combined and there's no butter chunks. So once our butter and sugar is completely combined and there's no butter chunks, then we're going to add in half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And now the heavy whipping cream is acting as our egg replacer. This is going to bring fat, moisture, and some flavor to these s'more bars. And the best thing about making these eggless is these are so soft and gooey that you don't have to worry about underbaking or if they're gooey because there's no eggs in them. Next, we're gonna add in 255 grams of all-purpose flour. And then lastly, I have half a teaspoon of salt and baking soda. And now we're just gonna mix this on low until a cookie dough forms. So I'm going to line an 8 by 8 inch baking pan with parchment paper. And I really like to use parchment paper because it allows those bars to easily be removed and there's no issues, and that helps when we have sticky marshmallow. Now we're just going to add in 3/4 of the cookie dough into the baking pan, and you guys can just eyeball this. Now we're going to press this down into the baking pan and make an even layer, and you can just do this with your hands. Now that we have the cookie dough pressed into the pan, now it's time to add the marshmallow fluff. So I'm using the Toony Moony organic chocolate marshmallow fluff. This is one of the only organic, if not the only organic marshmallows that you guys can buy at the store, and I use this whenever I'm baking. It works so well. And this one is flavored chocolate, which is what's going to give us even more chocolate flavor in these s'more bars. And you guys will have to stir this one up a little bit because it does separate. So now you want to have 3 large graham cracker pieces, and that's all we're going to need for this. And then we're going to chop our chocolate bars. And I'm using the Moo Salted Caramel Dark Chocolate Bars, which is my secret ingredient in this recipe. Using a flavored chocolate bar is my secret hack for cookies, brownies, bars, anything like that to give you more flavor with less work. So because these are dark chocolate bars that are filled with salted caramel, we don't actually have to make any caramel, and we're going to get a delicious caramel flavor in these s'more bars. So we're going to need about 3 of these, and we're going to chop them into small pieces. And now if you guys don't have these salted caramel bars, you could use another caramel bar. You could use like a toffee bar. You could use a chocolate almond bar. You could use a chocolate raspberry bar. You could use any kind of flavored chocolate that you like. And you can also just use plain chocolate chips. So next we're going to break the graham crackers into pieces, and then we're going to add the chopped up chocolate and the graham crackers on top of the chocolate fluff. Now we're going to take this leftover cookie dough and we're just going to pull off little portions and add it on top. We want to have pieces of chocolate and graham cracker poking through, so you don't want to cover this completely, which is why we're just adding little bits. The best thing about these is if you like really gooey s'mores, you can underbake them because there's no eggs. Once the bars are somewhat cooled, then you want to cut them into 9 squares and they're ready to enjoy. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more organic baking recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.